Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy, hopefully, Charlie's birthday today. We have been talking to Rachel, and she is in the midst of the process. Becca, do you have updates on that at all?
I did just text her right before, so we might get a text message in the middle and ask if she had any last minute updates. Last I heard, I've been talking to her, just about normal stuff throughout the day. Like she's not in the hospital.
I mean, we're texting her like 2 o'clock this morning,
They did start her on Pitocin early this morning, and also a folly balloon.
Some kind of balloon starts with an F.
I think it's folly. Yes, to speed along the process, and they were not going to check that again until 1 o'clock. So she should be getting checked any minute now to see how she has progressed. She was dilated to 1 centimeter when they inserted, so they're going to manually dilate her cervix.
Did we do a poll on what time everyone? We need to do a little poll.
Yeah, maybe after the live, I'll post something in the private Facebook group about it.
Like your birth weight and time guesses.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe we can send some flock flair to someone that wins that.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. Well, yeah. Anyway, so she had that. She wasn't sure if she was going to do an epidural or not. And by about 5 o'clock, her Pitocin was making her crazy.
Want to quote unquote climb the wall.
Yeah, so she said a very nice man came and gave her an epidural. And she's been happy ever since. But yeah, we'll wait to see if we get any.
Hopefully she's resting.
Yes, hopefully.
Yes,
hopefully.
yes.
Anyway, what are we making today, Anna?
We are going to be making a puzzle out of chipboard and a picture.
Let's do it overhead so we can see what this looks like overhead.
Rachel will be so pleased. I'm going to use my margins over here.
Yes, she'll be so excited. So this is out of chipboard and Print Then Cut vinyl, yeah?
Yes. Becca made us this little puzzle file, and it dropped today, so you all have access to that as well. But you can, I'm actually the one I'm going to make today, going to slap it in Fallon's little Easter basket, because it's going to be of her. How cute would that be for kids and grandkids, or little student gifts or something like that? Could you make this on a larger scale and like weld 2 of them together so that you could make it a bigger puzzle?
No.
Okay, well, that was a great idea, guys, but it was a flop. Sorry about that.
Well, only just because your side, you don't have any little divot thingies on the side, so you'd be welding too. Yeah, but you can make this a larger scale. It would just be larger pieces. And eventually, if this is something you're interested in, I don't mind to do like a 20 piece or however many piece. That's something a little bit bigger for you all. For those of you with laser printers, this is really great for the Glowforges or the X tools or anything like that. The file works really well with it. You'll see when she pulls it into Design Space, it's not a normal cut file in that it doesn't cut the inside and outside of the line. It's just one cut line. So that's why it works the way that it does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, other idea. What was it that Erin and Lauren used for, was it a scavenger hunt that she did? And she did pieces where you had to go find each piece. And then after you found the pieces, you put them all together. You could do a baby announcement or something like that. That's like fun that way too. So that would be super, super cute. But do we have any questions, or
I don't think so.
How many people? You want to go ahead and get started? Oh, Kat, I did see that is snowing where you are, and I feel super, super sad for you because it's going to be like 70 something here today. It's going to be, and it's supposed to be 80 by Wednesday, isn't it, Becca?
Yeah.
Okay, so do we want to go ahead and start? Yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading comments. Yeah, we can absolutely start. Hi, Miss Shirley. This is Anna. Anna is with me today. I'm Becca behind the camera.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I am Anna Lamb. I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. You don't see me quite as often. I'm Becca's sister, and I'm still full-time doing hair, so I'll come in and fill in occasionally, and you'll see my face every once in a while.
April said, ended up purchasing the X tool for our budget. It was the best choice, hoping to learn how to use this. So April, yeah. I've mentioned it on a live before, but X tool actually reached out to us and wants to send us a laser printer so that we can do some reviews, and we'll give you our honest feedback for sure. So we're pretty excited about that. Can't wait.
Fun. I didn't even think about doing this on the Glow Forge, and then you'd have thicker pieces. Be fantastic.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we're going to go over and head on into Design Space. Let me get that pulled up.
And we'll look at all of the files, and I haven't shown them a preview of your computer, but we'll look all the files when this is cutting out because it is chipboard and it will take a little bit. Is your computer screen currently white?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Is Design Space pulled up?
I just tried to pull it up.
Maybe X out of Design Space and then relaunch it. Okay. It may not like you.
Okie dokie.
Anna just, didn't you just install the update right before?
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Over in Design Space.
Okay, so what you are going to do is upload any picture that you want. Now you do have, what is this asking me to do now? You do have limitations with your Print Then Cut. What is 6.75
by 9.25.
So do be mindful about that. Becca, do you have any pointers on how large that they need to upload the picture for quality purposes?
No, honestly, I don't. I don't know what. I need to look it up. If it's like 2 megabytes, I have no idea. That was totally just a random number thrown out. But if your file uploads and Design Space says, wow, that's a large file, maybe go ahead and make it smaller. Because it's not gonna, it's gonna be laggy. It will not work out well. Is the chipboard thicker than average puzzle or about the same?
It's actually about the same.
It is about the same. Yeah, the 2 millimeter.
It really is.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
yeah. And they have thinner, but I think I would do the thicker. I don't think I would do any thinner than that.
This actually feels
about like a puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great
especially
question,
a
Debbie.
kid's puzzle, because you know how sometimes they're a little bit thicker. So we are going to use this beautiful picture of Fally Girl. We'll go ahead and add that to the canvas. And I am going to go ahead and add our puzzle also. Okay, we'll scoot this over. We're going to make Fallon 6.75 by 6.75. Go ahead and change that. Oh, Lord. You get to listen to my sound effects too. This is fantastic. Okay, so then when we made this one so that it would cut the edges right at, what did we do, Becca? Like 6.7 or 6.66? We'll do 6.7.
Yeah.
And unlock that.
So she's making the puzzle a little bit smaller. So, and you'll see why in just a little bit. You'll see why in just a little bit. Is that perfectly square?
No, I'm fixing that. Okay. When I undid it, it undid. Okay, 6.75. Okay, so both of these should be square now, and we are going to say make it. Make sure, so we got the maker 3, that is correct. Okay, we're gonna do this one first. Press continue. Okay, send to printer. We're gonna take the bleed off and make sure that we are from the rear in the tray. Let's see.
So she's turned the add bleed off because we don't want it to bleed over. It might affect the placement of where we put it on chipboard. And then she selected that use system dialog box so that she can improve the print quality and press feed from the rear tray.
And then what we're going to be using the Zakoto vinyl glossy paper. And let's see.
You'll have to pull that, yeah.
And then press, if I can't reach it.
No.
Sorry, guys. Let's see, support code, the feed slot cover of the rear tray may be open. It is. It's not wanting to. Okay. Please wait momentarily.
It is sticker paper. Yes, it's printable vinyl. Our favorite, what's it saying, Anna?
It is saying, if I can get it. Processing, please wait momentarily.
Yeah, it'll take just a few minutes. Miss Carol said, that's one of my favorite pictures I found, but the daddy-daughter dance with her boots is a very close second. Oh, Miss Carol, thank you. Very sweet. Throw that back in there. Were there 2 pieces in there?
Yeah, I must have like fat fingered it or something. Oh. Okay, and then current rear tray settings, please confirm. Yes. Okay. That's gonna get printing.
Also, she did, prior to this, we've chosen the glossy paper setting on the printer so that we get a really gorgeous picture on this printable vinyl, which would be very beautiful. Sorry, random question. Can you sublimate on canvas like a blank paint canvas? I don't actually think so. I think you would have to put a poly coating on it in order for the sublimation to really be bright and vibrant. Correct me if I'm wrong. If any of you all have done it without any sort of coating, let me know.
There was a apron that I saw posted in our flock group this weekend, and someone had sublimated onto and then made a patch because the apron was kind of a canvasy material. So I think that they probably knew that it doesn't sublimate correct. And what I'm going to do as that's printing out is we're going to go ahead and attach our chipboard to our strong grip mat. This is the 2.
The thick, yeah.
Yes, it's the thick
2.0.
Thick cardstock. And you're going to align it up in that top left corner. Make sure that it's good and even. And then get masking tape to secure all of your edges. And Beck and I had played around with a couple different ways to do this. And we had thought about like just attaching it all at the same time. But then your masking tape was a barrier in between your actual picture and the your chipboard also. So there were a couple different reasons why it didn't end up working differently. So what we'll do is attach this 2 inches down and 2 inches over, and I'll show you a little hack how to do that so that you can ensure that it's cutting where you want to. And then on your cut preview, you'll move that to the 2 and 2 mark. This has printed out now, and what we're going to do is take our paper cutter and just clean her edges up. Look how cute she is.
So she's just cutting this out. You could put this in your Cricut and let it cut out if you wanted to, but it's probably just quicker to do this.
Maybe.
Wait, are you? Whoa.
What?
I think you just cut in the middle of the picture.
No, I didn't.
Did you not?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was to the left of that. I thought the razor was to the left of it. Perfect.
That would have been fantastic.
I know.
Given my track record,
it's something me and Rachel would have done.
I wouldn't hold me.
Can the Explorer cut chipboard? Penny, the Explorer is not designed to cut chipboard, unfortunately. You do have to use the knife blade, which is, of course, just available as an adaptive tool for the Maker series. But great question. Anna's fingernails, wow, beautiful. Tell them why you painted them that color, Anna.
Well, I told my husband I painted them that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're insufferable Braves fans. And ever since I've been a Braves fan, Freddie Freeman had been our first baseman. And he actually just got traded to the Dodgers. And my husband's super, super, super salty about it. And who is it that broke up the Beatles? What's that woman's name? I can't ever remember her name. He keeps calling Freddie Freeman's wife, whatever that woman's name was that broke the Beatles up, because he's just absolutely devastated. And so Mark said, "Are you painting your fingernails Duke blue?" And I said, "No, this is Dodger blue," because I knew it would mortify him. But it was kind of like the
because Freddie Freeman got traded to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I said that. He got traded to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So Becca's husband is a super, super huge UT Vols fan. And Becca went through this period where she would wear Alabama like Roll Tide stuff because she knew that it would make Wayne mad. And she said, "Wayne, you didn't marry a loser. You married a winner." So it's kind of one of those, just some good banter.
Okay, so really quickly.
Yes.
The reason, for anyone who may be just tuning in, why did you cut that out individually, and why are you placing it at 2 inches over and 2 inches down?
Okay, so we cut this out individually because
it was quicker.
It is quicker just to do it that way.
Also, you didn't want a kiss cut. You wanted it to go all the way through just so that you could place. And then why are you moving it 2 inches down and 2 inches over?
Okay, so the reason I'm moving it 2 inches down and 2 inches over is because you can place the actual puzzle file 2 inches down and 2 inches over, and we have to do that because if I placed this up in this corner, I mean, you technically wouldn't have to because your sticker would your masking tape would be under it anyway, but it makes sure that you've got the cut lines where they're supposed to be too.
Well, you wouldn't want the masking tape between the picture and the chipboard because it would be thicker in that one spot.
Yeah, I don't know that we may have to test that. I don't know that you would see it.
But you don't have to do 2 inches. You could do a half an inch or 1 inch or whatever. We've just chosen 2 and 2 because it was easy.
If you're being more cautious about saving your chipboard or whatever. So if you have an Omni grid or any kind of clear ruler, this is super, super handy because you can see through where you're placing it. And so you would just kind of line that up with the edge of your chipboard and just make sure that if you do choose 1 inch over and 1 inch down, that's how you set it in Design Space also. So let me see, here's the edge. And I technically can do 1 inch over and 1 inch down. That way we're not wasting quite as much. Becca helped me a minute ago to get my lines and stuff even. That was super nice of her. Now she's gonna leave me to do it for myself.
Well, do you want me to show you how I would do it?
Yeah, go ahead, show them.
If I were doing 1 and 1 or 2 and 2, I would use this corner and line it up like this. So if it were 2 and 2, then I would line the corner up this way and then put the corner right like that. But Anna's doing it this way so that she can line it up. I assume you're just gonna eye this one up here.
Well, I was gonna do this one and then go from there.
Okay. Anyway, tons of different ways to craft.
So we'll go Becca's way because evidently I do everything completely backwards from Becca and Rachel.
No, that's not true. Rachel and I even do things differently sometimes.
Okay, so there's your 1 inch marker right there, and then you would just come down before it's placed, and okay, that lines up 1 inch, and that line up also. It may be a smidge off, but I will show you when we go to do the cut lines of the actual puzzle. That's why we did make it a little bit smaller than the inside so that you make sure that you get a clean line on that cut and you don't get any of the chipboard.
We just heard from Rachel. She is dilated to 6 centimeters. Yeah, so, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So she was only expecting to be dilated around 4
or 5, she thought. Yeah.
Good.
I suspect that once the doctors are finished with round, like whatever they do normally during the day, that I'd say it'll be later, like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Rachel, I'm going to need you to get him out in like 2 good pushes. 2. I mean, I've clearly never done this, so. All these mamas are probably rolling their eyes at me, but it's going to be okay. Okay, so we'll go back over to Design Space, and we are going to choose the Artboard Heavy Chipboard.
Craft board. Or yeah, Chevy. Yeah, You said Artboard?
That Heavy Chipboard.
Yeah.
And then it says to move star wheels all the way to the right. We've already done that, and make sure that you have your knife blade in clamp B.
And why do you want to move your star wheels all the way to the right?
That's a good question.
So let's look at the overhead really quickly. So where it lines up would put it to the right of the chipboard. So like where Anna's hand is, those 2 fingers, that's where the star wheels will be. And if you didn't move them, then it would roll over on the chipboard and create like little divots, corner like wheel marks. But yeah, yes.
Okay, let's press on this guy, and this is where we're going to make. Why is it?
Just click it again.
We're going to say, no, we're not calibrating the knife.
And then click it again.
And then now we'll do that.
it's a little finicky. Maybe just click it one more time. Press edit in the bottom. Yeah.
I did not have to do that earlier.
No.
Okay, so this is why you'll pull down to that 1-in-1 mark right there.
Just like that.
Easy, super easy.
And here's the thing. If you were lining it up on the chipboard and you placed it down and you realize it's really, like, measure it after it's placed down, make sure it really is at 1 inch or 1.5 and wherever, and then place it where it's supposed to go on the mat.
Yeah, so you have a little bit of a give. Like if you get 1/4 inch off or something like that, and with making your puzzle cut lines smaller, you have a little bit of leeway that way as well. So now we're going to press done, go back and press artboard. We keep saying artboard, chipboard, but that's the thing. Pressure is default. And then we are going to load our material.
So move that over too. Yeah. Funny story. You guys keep seeing the calibrate your knife blade option. We've never calibrated our knife blade, like ever. If you, and it just brings me to the point, like if you are experiencing issues with your cuts, like they're not, I don't even know what it would necessarily look like. Maybe since it's doing like several passes, maybe a couple of the passes didn't go in the same spot or something like that. If you're experiencing any issues like that, then calibrate it. But I don't really know that I would do it before.
It is measuring the mat length now is what it says. Important to prevent damage. Got it. Now we're going to press cut. And it is detecting.
So this will take a while.
And so we're going to show you all some cut files that dropped today while that's doing.
Really quickly, while it's detecting, wait until it says how many passes, because I can't remember. It's like, is it 23 or 24?
Oh my gosh, I don't even remember. It was something astronomical, but it doesn't necessarily mean it. Because the
24 passes. Well, it says it'll only be 10 minutes.
That's not terrible.
No.
But with the chipboard that we did with my last craft, it took like 10 passes or something. So a lot of times it doesn't actually mean it.
Yeah.
I wonder if you calibrated that knife blade, if it'd be even sooner.
No. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's the worst idea ever. Okay, so we'll go over to our Oak and Lamb page. Okay, guys, so we all know that camping is near and dear to all of our hearts.
Here at Oak and Lamb, yeah.
Yes, I mean, a lot of our flock members are super huge camping people as well, but look how cute these are. I think, don't Beckett and Fallon have some camping king and queen shirts?
Similar to that, yeah.
Kat, I think you need to make Scott a camping king shirt and he can wear it with Beckett at the camp meetup.
No, he needs that I'm sexy and I tow it.
But guys, look how cute all these little campers are. We tried to be diverse with pop-ups, fifth wheels, RVs, tents, all that kind of stuff to be super inclusive.
We still need a full-fledged motorhome, like not the van pull-behind one.
Right, but I mean, those aren't. Anyway, so then we have this bunny treat holder that I'm going to be doing a craft with you later this week to show you that. But look at this pop-up, let's get poppin'. How cute is that? Camper parking champ. Did you make the one for...
Oh, because I couldn't figure out what I wanted the partner shirt to say.
Maybe you all could help us come in on a play on words with that. So she was going to do a shirt for herself that says camper parking champ, and then one for Wayne that says something to the effect of like a
parking signal director, or I don't know,
hand signal champ or something.
So,
something to do with that, or hey, I stood over here and shut up so I get an award, or then we have that back that thing up, and this super cute camping is my favorite season. That'd be cute on a shirt. How cute is this? How we roll.
And that's cute, like even if you're not a camper but have a golf cart.
And those of you that are not familiar with camping, it is the new thing to take a golf cart, because some of the places are pretty large, and just like makes it a little easier to tow your stuff to the pool and all that kind of stuff. But what? Oh God.
Tam said one for you that says, watch your bucket.
Touche.
Parking coordinator. Yes, Megan. Parking coordinator.
That would be adorable.
That's good. Yeah.
Yes, that's super good. Let's see. What is this lace lattice pattern, Becca?
Noelle, why are you always so sweet to us? She just gave us some monies and said, just want to thank you all. I'm starting to use my Cricut for a side hustle. You give me encourage to take that leap. You gave me the courage. Sorry, reading is hard.
Thank you. That is so sweet.
Do you have any Jeep designs? I have made a Jeep design. I actually made one for Miss Carol back when I was at MGL, and I may share that one or a version of that one that I can upload.
Do we have a lot of Jeepers on here?
Maybe, yeah, that would be cute. I also did one that was like,
if you're familiar with Jeeps, they do this thing called, is it ducking?
Duck Jeep
and basically, like, if you see a Jeep that you like you put a rubber ducky on it somehow. It's like this thing amongst the Jeep community.
So I made a cute graphic for a friend who did that, and I could upload that one too. It's a little duck that has the Jeep grill on it. It's really cute. Yeah,
it's super, super cute. Is this lace pattern? What is it? Is that just an overlay?
The lace lattice pattern. So a friend or a member, I think Christina actually asked for it, was asking for the actual pattern so that they could use other shapes to cut out that lacy latticey pattern.
Okay.
So there that is.
And look how cute this little tint is for when 5 stars isn't enough. So cute for when 5 stars aren't enough, isn't enough. Okay, and then where did these stop as far as from last week?
I don't know why it's not. I don't know if you didn't refresh or what.
No, well.
Because it shouldn't. I took all the other files out. Anyway, did you talk about the retirement plan one?
With the mountains.
Cute. Yes, I love that one. Camping style retirement
right
plan.
here. And all these colors, clearly you all know, are customizable. So we thought this was kind of more of like a masculine feel. But I tried to have her do one that looked like an Easter egg, and we were sitting outside in the bright sun, and she's like, "That's not what color you're thinking it is, Anna." It's really hard to see outside on a computer screen, guys.
How are we going over there? Anna, go into Design Space. What pass does it say you're on?
Okay, let's see here. We are 4 of 24 passes, friends.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting there.
Okay, so what do you all want to talk about?
Yeah. Did anyone have any good food this weekend? I got crucified last time because I didn't even talk about food.
Oh, I'm so sad to tell you. I probably will not be talking about food in any good way here lately.
She had mashed cauliflower macaroni or something
it's
for lunch.
Just as nasty as it sounds.
I said, was it good? Because I do like some stuff like that. And she's like, no, it was disgusting.
So sad.
Where all did we go this weekend? Oh, guys, let me tell you. Becca went to this little local place called Davy Crockett Tavern. And it's exactly what you would think it would be. And our local, I don't know about if it's like a chain thing, but our local Cracker Barrel has kind of gone downhill a little bit. And so she went with her family Friday and said, who's Cracker Barrel, basically? And she had this great little chicken tender and Southern cooking. And so my husband and I, he got off work and had to go to a funeral. And so about 7:30, he said, do you want me to call that in? And I'm like, yes, I just want some home cooking. And at 7:30, he calls and they say, thank you for calling Davy Crockett Tavern. We're currently closed. I was at 7:30.
Well, we went at 4 o'clock, and I'm telling you, we were the youngest people there.
I really think that it's for the elderly community here in Morristown, and maybe they don't eat after 7:30. I really don't know, but.
Any advice for first-time tent campers with 2 young kids?
Don't do it.
Don't do it, no. No, honestly, because I've never tent camped. I own a tent, and I don't know where it is. I think it's in Anna's house.
I hope.
I don't care.
You're never going to use it again anyway.
So I've not been, I mean, we did tent camper, like a pop-up camper, camping, which is similar. And that you have to bring everything with you every time.
Are you going to be doing camping that has hookup and electricity, or are you going like off the grid?
Like primitive.
Like primitive.
Yeah.
So that's really good to know. Mark and I actually went in Becca's tent. Was that Labor Day one year? Hottest weekend of my life. And we had a blow-up mattress, a box fan, and then we put a tarp down under our tent, and then we got one of those easy pop-up awning things to stick over top to help like with dew and that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, no matter what all you do, you wake up sticky. And it is not my favorite thing ever. Let's see. Oh, if you have electricity, hook up a fan or a space heater. And I'm telling you, there is nothing in me that feels like I have to have a star checked off for I went primitive camping. If I can have electricity, I'm gonna have electricity. But okay,
have an awning over the tent so you can leave shoes outside of the actual tent. Keeps the sand out better. Yeah, well, and it'll keep it cooler as well. So if you could do like one of those, what are they actually called? The canopy thingies.
They're like easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
We call them circus tents.
Well, that's because Donnie and Julie's has like 6.
That's true. It's huge. It's huge.
I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's literally 3 sections that come out. It'd probably cover my 27-foot camper if we're being honest.
So while you were talking, there were some questions about the debossing tip, and Belle did answer. Thank you, Belle. The debossing tip is number 21, and then we're wanting to know if we were planning to do any education on those. And yes, I have a fun card planned in the somewhat near future that we'll be using those adaptive tools for.
Oh, she says there will be electricity. So you are smart. It's going to be a whole lot easier.
An easy up? Is it an easy up?
That's what I keep calling it. An easy pop-up, easy.
I have no idea.
It's those ones that go on sale at Dick's Sporting Goods every year for like $40.
Yeah, 40 or $50. Yeah.
And we have like 2 or 3 of them. So you can actually do one over the tent and then do one in front of it. So you have a little awning sitting area too.
For those of you who may be happening to pop in, we're talking about anything and everything right now because we're waiting for the Maker 3 to cut this chipboard, which if you have used chipboard before, you know it takes a while. So we're currently crafting, although it doesn't look like we are.
And I am going to go ahead and write myself out and say that I did not line this up as fantastic as I should have, but you all are going to get the idea. Oh no! It's not bad. It's just barely off. I think
What size did you make the puzzle?
6.75, and that was 6.7. So this needed to be, you need to do
the actual 6.5
6.6 or 6.5 or something to give yourself a little bit, but our errors are helping you all not make mistakes, so Fallon's not going to care. Actually, she probably will point it out.
A pop-up canopy. Yes, Aaliyah. She says, lurking as I do best. Rachel update is that she is at 6 centimeters. 6 centimeters and doing well. Kid-size air mattress substitute. Use a big floaty thing. Yeah, pool float.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Electrical hookup. My favorite is full hookup. Both sides are usually closer together.
I love to go camping and did a lot when my kids were younger. Honestly, if your kids are anything like mine, then camping is the best option because they can just be buck wild and dirty and grimy and gross, and you just hose them off and throw them in their bed. It's fine. Like
last year, I guess it was our Easter one and it was raining. Oh my gosh! And the river,
whole week, and we were there for a whole week.
Yes, and the river we thought was going to come up to our campsites, which had done previously at that campground, and so Becca, we were sitting there, and her children were kind of like a little bit bored, and they kept saying, "Can we go play? Can we go play?" And she was finally like, "Yeah, whatever." So and it was not warm, was it?
I had bought brand new hoodies.
Yeah, brand new hoodies. They come back. We have videos of like Fallon face planting in mud puddles.
Beckett crying because Fallon took his shoe and wouldn't give it back.
Yeah, because he kept kicking her out so that they would sling mud on her. And so when she looked, she said, I will let them do this if you promise to give one of them a bath. Well, of course, I get Fallon, whose hair's down to here and thick. So we take her to the back, and I'm like trying to get the mud out of her hair with the dog wash area on the back of the camper. But she was already soaked, so it didn't matter. They loved it, though. It was like the time of their life.
Yeah. Will you guys be updating on Rachel all day? Yes, as we get updates, then I will be updating the private Facebook group. I put a post in there. I haven't updated it since this morning because I didn't have an update until we went live. So I would say, honestly, I knew we wouldn't get any information until about 1 or 2 because the doctors were not going to come and check her until then. So anyway.
I'm really hoping he's born at like 4:17, though.
Okay, any chance you would do some universal love language files? Possibly. It's a great idea. Letting them loose is the best. Absolutely.
It makes them sleep better.
It's my kids, honestly, they stay up super late and they're just exhausted. They fall asleep immediately when they get in their bunks.
Let's see how we're doing.
How many passes are you on? 8? I think normally at 14 is when I pause it.
I mean, they're gonna get the,
It's fine.
I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like this is a big whomp as far as you having to sit here and watch it cut out for 10 oh, it started out as 10 minutes and now it says 28 minutes remaining. We'll break it off before we let y'all stay here for 28 minutes and watch that. I don't know, Kat. I just think I'm just trying to come up with a good number. 4:17. I feel like that'd be a good time for Charlie to be born.
At what time?
4:17. What time do you think he's gonna be born?
Later.
Like 7. I really am trying to be optimistic for Rachel.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, especially with her being her first though, but
he's a trooper. I think he'll be what weight do you think he'll be?
I think he's gonna be 7'1".
See, I don't think he'll be 7 pounds. I think he'll be smaller than that.
Like 6'13".
Yeah, I was gonna say 6'13". I think he'll be 6'13", but it'll be long. I think I'm gonna put him. I think I'm gonna put him at 21 inches.
What were we? 20?
20, but we were a month early.
I'm gonna say he's gonna be 22 inches.
Becky was 17 and a half.
He's little tiny baby.
So tiny.
Little pudding head.
And he hasn't gotten much later. Or taller.
Aaliyah said 6'43". Maybe I'm a psychic. Tracy's youngest was 6'13".
Phaedra said, you know what? If we were doing this ourselves, we'd be waiting just like this. You guys are keeping us entertained, so it's all good for me. Thank you, Phaedra. That is so sweet.
Carol, I'm not 100% sure what look that look is, but I'm full of good ones. Just ask my husband.
Oh, they do? How tall is James? I don't...
Is he the same as Rachel?
I don't know, actually. He's not tall. He's not short, but he's not tall. Like he's not...
5'9", 5'10"?
Dadgummit, hold on.
How tall is Rachel?
I don't know. I want to say like 5'10".
Because I'm like 5'7.5" or something like that. Are you 5'8", Becca?
Yeah.
Before we started shrinking because we're getting old.
Yeah, actually, when I went to the doctor the other day, they told me I was 5'7.5", and I was like,
so you shrunk already?
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
8 pounds 2 ounces, 21 inches long. Look, they're making him be a big baby.
James is taller than Rachel.
Is he?
I'm looking at pictures now. Yeah.
So he's probably like 5'11".
Yeah.
Which that's how tall Mark is.
Yeah. Oh, look at all these guesses. Beth, yes. 9 pounds 2 ounces.
My God. But Rachel's only gained 9 pounds total, correct?
Yeah.
So I really don't think that he's going to be a big baby, guys.
Now, how much does the placenta weigh for that?
I have wanted that. Like how much all the sack and everything weighs. Do we actually know
Rachel knows, and I can't remember. I'm sure somebody here knows.
I've asked that 7,000 times and never gotten an answer. Do you not like Rachel?
The placenta is 1.5 pounds. Amniotic fluid is 2 pounds. Increased blood volume of 3 to 4 pounds.
Wow.
I mean, is the baby even going to weigh anything?
She's lost weight.
Yeah, she has. I'm honestly, like, he'll be little, which they were estimating him to be around 7 pounds. And I feel like those are a little bit over sometimes.
And I know it's hard for them to see on camera too, but Rachel, like, her belly is not big at all. Like, it's just not. Did Mark notice the decal? I finally actually fessed up.
You didn't notice it?
No, because you know how I can't have anything be a surprise, so I texted him, I was like, Mark, come down here. And he was like, that one's okay. I said, I was so nice to you, I didn't make it pink. He hates color. Let's see.
Why did your weigh 40? Your what weighed 40 pounds, Aaliyah? What?
Is she saying that like her amniotic fluid and blood weighs 40 pounds?
Is Rachel full term? She was 38 weeks yesterday. They wanted to take Charlie because her blood pressure is a little high.
I wonder, how much was it that LaDonya gained with her kids?
Oh my gosh.
Mine and Becca's old boss at the salon that we worked at
was tiny.
Like this short and probably weighs 115 pounds total.
Maybe, yeah.
She gained like 75 pounds or something with each one of her boys. And our friend Kaylin got huge with Jax too. Do you remember that? I mean, we weren't there, but we saw pictures. I would be interested to see like who gained the most weight during pregnancy. Mom didn't gain that much when she was pregnant with us, did she?
I don't know. Patty said, I gained 20 pounds and my baby was only 5 pounds. Yeah, I think Charlie's going to be little.
8 pounds, 21. Let's see.
I gained 60 with my first and 8 with my second. Wow, Tracy, that is quite different.
Did you just have good self-control that second time?
I only gained 8 pounds and my daughter was 7 pounds, 2 ounces. Okay.
I think a couple more passes and we're good. I learned.
Megan said she gained 65 pounds. And Megan's a little person too. I mean,
is she?
Yeah, like, well, you look tiny in pictures. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, Shirley, first I gained 8, second 32, and last I lost 23 pounds.
Wow.
That's insane.
Not 8, I gained 80 with first. Okay.
How big were your babies? My maternity picture with Asher were at like 28 weeks. I was already freaking huge. Okay, so Aaliyah, we talk about this. There's a local photographer that does gorgeous maternity shoots. I mean, absolutely amazing. And everyone that she does looks like a stinking model. But then every once in a while, there'll be that one whose like ankles are this big and their nose is spread out and they're having to wear like tennis shoes in their maternity shoot with these beautiful dresses. And I said, that's what would happen to me. Like, I would not be an attractive pregnant person, so I'd have to
Your ankles would be in Crocs or something.
And I may be huge, but my ankles are never big. They're bony. And I said, like, I would have to get my maternity picture done at 28 weeks or something so that it just looked like a normal pregnancy.
I love all these birth stories from these mamas.
I know.
What are your thoughts about cutting thinner material like 4 sheets and then gluing them together? Oh, that's actually kind of what we do with Glowforge if we want something thicker. So I think, actually I have made, with chipboard, I have made a gift card holder in a similar way and glued them together. So I think it would work fine, actually. You may want to like paint the sides of it or something to make sure that there's not like glue that has seeped through or something like that. I don't know, if you're super clean crafter, it may not be an issue. But I think it would work fine.
It'll come back out here. I'll check it.
You can pause it if you want to.
And then just
and then you'll
restart.
press, no, you'll press pause on the, yeah, it'll just take a few minutes or a couple of seconds to stop.
I think it's,
Nope. Okay, press play.
Almost.
Or start or whatever it is. My goodness. 13 passes. I said 14. This did it last time, and it was concerning to me. I've never had it do this before. Do you guys see what it's doing?
Oh my gosh.
It's not actually, it's just rotating.
It's just going in circles.
And then it
Oh,
works
here we
again.
go.
It's very interesting.
Because we paused it. Maybe it had to like...
It didn't used to do that when you would pause it, though.
Guys, I promise you all, my next craft that I do with you is going to take like 2 seconds.
They really don't care. There's 104 people here. If they cared, they wouldn't be here.
Okay. Did Rachel end up doing maternity pictures?
No, I begged her to. I told her I would take them because I told her
she should have done it after I did her color and
I told her
curled
that
it
she
for
would
her.
probably regret not having a photo. I said, you don't have to post it, but I think in 10 years or 15 years, you're going to regret not having them. And I'll do it for free, of course.
And she didn't do it.
No. She acted like she might want to. I'm going to text her and be like, do you just not like the way I take
I
pictures?
mean, she should have just done one in her Ogan Lamb t-shirt and leggings.
Well, she has had a million pictures of her taken, so maybe she thought that. I don't know.
She's like, it's a photo shoot every day at
every day
Ogan
of my
Lamb.
life, yeah.
No.
There are ladies who can't tell that are pregnant when you look from behind. I would hear a backup beeper. Same, Miss Carol. We have 2 sister-in-laws, and I love them to death, but I want to choke them
They're
because
skinny little turds.
neither one of them weighs 100 pounds right now. One of them is 35 or turning 35, and the other is 40. And you could not tell they were pregnant. They wore heels the entire pregnancy.
So their feet got smaller.
They got smaller. And then there's me and Anna.
The only saving grace is that Mackenzie, who has been one of my best friends my entire life and is the most beautiful ever, her nose did get larger with Hannah for about 2 minutes. And then she went back to being tiny again.
She had terrible pregnancies, though.
She did have miserable
Terrible.
pregnancies. But Michelle, my Fred's wife, said that she loved being pregnant because her chest was bigger. And I was like, I would hate that.
Same.
Like, despise it. But
Willow is 14 now. I don't have a single bump picture of her. Oops, I'm almost finished with her baby book too. Oh, Leah. But do you regret that? Like, do you wish you had one or no? Are you cool with it?
did you do baby books for the kids?
I got one for Beckett. It's hard. Here's why I didn't get one for Fallon. Because the baby books are designed, or they used to be, they're designed for biological families.
Why don't they have adoption baby books?
They may now.
That'd be
they may
super
now.
marketable, I would feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to talk to somebody about that. Okay. Are you getting ready?
Ooh, I love applesauce, Nikki. She said, I haven't been able to pay a lot of attention because I've been getting ready to make my applesauce that I sell. I add a special family secret ingredient. I hope it's almond extract. You know I love that and everything. Literally everything.
I gotta tell you all this. So last night we had a decently large lunch after church and it was later, so we don't normally eat dinner on Sundays. And Mark and I were like, let's just do like a strawberry banana smoothie. So he goes out and gets the almond milk and the frozen bananas and everything, and I'm throwing it in and tasting it, and I'm like, So we had some amaretto.
Liquor?
No, God,
Oh.
amaretto coffee creamer, and I
Oh,
poured
that's
it
not
in.
bad.
But then I was like, oh, we got some orange pineapple juice, so that would be good. So it actually was really, it was just like a tropical whatever. And so Mark's like, are you just throwing it? He's like, why don't you throw one of those chocolate cookies in there?
Mark's a hater.
So I tried to, because he doesn't love that amaretto coffee creamer. And so I tried to like hide it, you know? And so I was like, Mark, tell me what you taste. And he said, well, immediately I smell amaretto creamer.
April said, I've not used my knife blade, so I have not calibrated it. What is the process? Is it like calibrating for Print Then Cut? Yes, it's...
we don't know because we don't do it.
No, well, I've done a video on it. I have done a video on it. It is basically just like it, and the rotary blade. You print out... No. Now that I think about it, it's not the same. But it does give you all of the prompts for it. You don't print out a thingy and cut it that way.
Well, I clearly don't know, guys.
I'll do a video for you all. I will do a video for you all.
My personal machine at home has never seen the knife blade. I did sew for the first time on my sewing machine. And those of you that did not see that, that turned out to be fantastic. I'm no longer scared of that machine. Oh, they said that they do make adoption baby books now.
Well, that would have been great 8 years ago.
I hope they
9
have,
years ago.
like the extended version for all of their baby pictures that you took.
Tracy said, I have enough fat me pictures that I can pretend I was pregnant in them.
Okay, I think this is done now.
My friends are going to adopt and I want to make them a mini album to document their journey, but I have a hard time finding a paper collection for adoptions. I would probably just pick like a color scheme and some cute patterns more than anything. I think.
Oh, praise Jesus.
Okay, let's do this overhead here. So that took quite a while.
It did. And maybe I'll put a little border around here, cut that off.
Well, from here, it kind of blends into the table.
Oh, good. Fantastic. But guys, look how cute she is. And it cut all the way through. Actually, well, I probably could have done one more pass, but it's going to be okay.
No, I mean, I think that looks great.
But the thing that I love about this is that it's like the corners and stuff aren't even really messed up or boogered from the cutting on the picture. She's going to love this.
Super cute.
She's really into puzzles right now.
She will love it.
I got her a bunch of princess ones. If I could even figure this out, look at me. She's going to say something about this corner, I guarantee it.
I'll video it. I can't wait.
Please do.
Wow, you can't put a puzzle together very well, can you?
It just needs to be broken in a little bit.
Becca, have you thought about doing the DNA ancestry for your babies to see if they have other family members out there? My friends did it for her adopted son and found a ton of his family. We have done it, yes. I am not really interested in connecting, to be 100% honest, and connecting with family members right now. If they want to do that when they're older, that's fine, but I am going to let them choose that. We do know 2 of the brothers.
Yes.
We are actually friends with their moms and dads, and were before they were even born. So we've known them actually my whole life, really.
Shauna says, I would love a video on refilling my ATG gun. Mine ran out a week ago and I'm too afraid to do it. So
Shauna, I'll film it this week for you.
I actually looked at my ATG gun that is still in the box and it doesn't come preloaded. So I looked at it yesterday, so you can just use mine.
Okay. I actually thought this morning about filming that for you all, so that's just confirmation that I'll do it for you. I'll film it tomorrow morning and get it out for you guys.
She said boogered.
What? Yeah, that's what Anna says. Boogered a lot.
What is the appropriate term? What do you all call boogered edges?
I mean, that's clearly what it is.
Oh, boogered edges. Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
I love that.
Okay,
so do we have any more questions? Anything? We've been holding y'all up for like an hour now. Has Rachel said anything new?
No, I just looked at my
Nothing
phone
fun?
to say no.
Turned out super. Wonder. I'm totally waiting.
Is that printed vinyl? Yes, it's printable vinyl. It's a Zakoto printable vinyl. And if we've linked, or Rachel linked every single thing for this project down below. So check those out. They are affiliate links, so they help us out a little bit. They do not cost you any extra. So if you need anything, check out the links.
Yes.
I got the Silhouette software and I'm loving it better than Cricut Design Space. Yeah, Miss Shirley, the Silhouette software is very similar to Illustrator and other design softwares in that you can create SVGs, which is really nice. You're not as limited. So it's a great program. Yeah. Thank you, Anna. Ooh, excuse me. Thank you, Anna, for doing this with us today.
Oh, Kat, thanks for being here.
We need an in-person hangout with all the flock. Yeah, we do. And actually, we are the whole flock won't be there, But we have almost 30 families who will be at our Camping with the Flock event in June. So that's super exciting. We can't wait to meet everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're actually going to be doing a planning meeting for that to nail down all of the details here soon. I'm probably going to do a private Facebook group. Talk to Rach about this.
So that they're not having to navigate.
Yes, with all of the people who will be there so that we can, I think I'm going to order some t-shirts for everyone. So I'll need to be able to get everyone's shirt sizes. We can share like any type of special scheduled events there and that type of thing. Maybe you can get to know the people that you'll be camping with even a little bit better there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me know if you all have any other better ideas other than a private Facebook group, like I think that's the best option. There are other apps, but I think unless there's somebody going to the camp trip who does not have Facebook, which I don't think that's the case. Really quickly, we've been getting this question a lot. Can you all join and benefit from all of the Oak and Land membership benefits if you do not have Facebook? And the answer is sort of. So one of my favorite benefits of the Oak and Land membership is the private Facebook group. And so, obviously you wouldn't have access to that. We get a lot of inspiration. We love our community. We get to know our community there. And so I think it's very invaluable. However, as far as the education and like the resources, you do not have to have Facebook in order to be able to benefit from what is offered in that aspect.
Correct.
Anyway, if you happen to be watching and had that question, there's your answer. Yes. Oh, Megan, I wish you could come too. And Megan's even a camper.
Oh.
She's even a camper. We'll have to do it again.
Oh, we're not. We'll camp all the time. We don't care to plan another
Did you
way.
even post a link to join the flock today? No, Kat, I didn't.
Thank you,
well,
Kat.
Well, I just didn't because sometimes I just don't. Like, we want you all to join.
We definitely want you all to join.
But we don't want to shove it down your throat all the time. I'll post it for you, Kat.
Yes, and the members have till what, April 16th?
Yes.
To renew?
Yeah.
Yes, so just remember that for your all's
Founding flock members.
your founding special code. Yeah, so for sure if I want a cameo.
That's a machine.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
No. Join the flock today. There you go, Kat. There you go.
Kat needs to be on payroll.
Yeah, she
right
should.
after me. No.
Oh, someone asked how. I didn't even see it.
Do what?
She said someone asked how. I didn't even see the comment.
Kat, we just need to give you the link and you can just put it in there too.
Oh, how do I join Oak and Lamb? See, I'm so sorry. Yes. So you would click the link below, and then Anna, do you want to go to the website really quickly and show them how? I'm gonna pull over to Anna's. You're logged in, so log out. So there's a couple of different ways. Right next to the member login is a join button, or you can scroll down and see what the benefits are, which are also here. You get our entire library of cut files and fonts with a free commercial use license. You get the member-only Facebook. You get member-only education, and then printable resources as we add them. And you can choose two payment options. One is monthly for $19.99 or annually for $199, and you get the same benefits no matter either one. We don't hold back things from our monthly members or vice versa. You do get a bit of a discount if you pay annually, but we understand that that's not feasible for everyone, so that's why we wanted to make the monthly option as well. So you would just click one of those options, enter in your information, it creates an account for you, and you have access automatically. We'll send you a welcome email with information about the private Facebook group and how to access different content, and we're here for you.
Ms. Carol said, so do I email to get the link for the original member to renew?
Yes, ma'am. You can do that. It's also posted in the private Facebook group, although it was a while back, so you may have to scroll through the pin posts. So it could be easier just to email us, and I'll throw that your way very quickly.
Oh, do you pronounce that Keely?
I think so.
I'm so sorry if I botched that, but she says she's going to be joining this afternoon.
Yay, amazing.
That's so fun. Thank you so much. You are not going to regret it. And be sure to go and request access to the Oak and Lamb private Facebook group. It's the flock after you do sign up.
Yeah, well, I'll send her our welcome email has it in there too.
Perfect.
Yep. Amazing. Thank you all so much for joining, Kat. Thank you for catching that.
Yes,
I
thanks,
really appreciate it.
We will keep you all updated with Rachel and baby Charlie updates throughout the day.
And we'll be here live on Wednesday for you all. I think it's at 12. Hold on. Let me check. I think it's you again. I think you're doing a Easter basket, if I'm not mistaken.
Or is that the treat?
It's the Easter basket, and it's at 12 o'clock. Anyway, have a fantastic day. Check out the private Facebook group for updates on Rachel. We will post as soon as we know anything. We know you're as excited as us.
Thank you, guys.